It's Friday. It's the dulls. Who freaking cares? Who cares, man? Why would a frozen pizza be in the fridge? Because a fridge in North America, no disrespect, a fridge in North America has a freezer attached to it most of the time. I'm sorry to say. You've been mocked again by North American HVAC standards. Our fridges have freezers, bro. Go and brush your shoulders off. That's the freezer, though? Yeah, and what's it attached to? When you go to the store to buy an appliance that cools things, do you see a combination refrigerator freezer? And then you go, wait a second, I wanted a fridge. This is a fridge and a freezer. No, thank you. No, you just buy whatever one's cheapest or whichever one your wife said she wanted, and then you get the hell out of there. Because, like, we don't know what the hell we're doing. I don't know anything about appliances, to be honest with you. It depends. That's true. This doesn't depend, though. This is Deliverance, bro. The hell is Donnie Darko? That doesn't look like Donnie. It's Anaconda. I'm digging the plaid, man. I'm digging the plaid. Are you Anaconda? Anaconda 2? Jaws 2? This is not Jaws, I'll tell you that much. This is way too like Pacific Northwest to be Jaws. But it has that Spielbergian sort of... And you know what? This could be Richard Dreyfuss. He's a very Dreyfussian sort of look to him. Is there a Jaws 2 in here? F. Murray Abraham spotted? Young F. Murray Abraham spotted? Any chance you could be like Close Encounters of the Third Kind? Piranha? There you go. It's Piranha, y'all. Is this... okay, so it actually is Richard Dreyfuss. It's insane that it's insane that I'm glazing myself. It's crazy that I got that from that, though. And what's crazier is that I haven't seen Piranha, but I have seen Piranha 3D, and Richard Dreyfuss is in the start of Piranha 3D, and I know he's in the start of Piranha 3D I know the reason he's in the start of Piranha 3D is because it's a callback to the earlier Piranha movies. Wait, maybe it's F. Murray Abraham. Maybe it's not Richard Dreyfuss. Is this even F. Murray Abraham? Never mind, man. Never mind. Piranha 3D so bad? No, it's actually pretty good. I'm sorry to tell you that you may lack the necessary... How many Diet Cokes have you had today? I guess is what I'm trying to ask you, without intimating the specific question that obviously is implied there. You might not have the necessary machinery to tease apart deliberate camp from something that's actually bad. Piranha 3D, deliberate camp. They made it's not bad on purpose. It's tropey on purpose. You're supposed to watch it and be like, ha, 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 that's funny. I recognize what's happening here. Glass of whiskey, Adderall, and diesel jeans. Yeah, life gives you Lennon. If you already tanked the double dose of Vyvanse, maybe it's time to get a glass of whiskey and diesel jeans. Because that dude in the video, I don't know what happened after that, but he seemed to have mellowed out. Glass of whiskey. What is it? Friday night. Glass of whiskey. Half an Adderall. And diesel jeans. I still don't understand diesel jeans. Diesel jeans is just a type of jean. Oh, here come the scolds. Here come the scolds. Don't mix Adderall with alcohol. I don't take either, so I don't know what the hell they do together. I only know what one of them does by itself, and it changes every time. Fuck you, man. All right, caught. Don't mix medications with alcohol. Don't forget, I'm the person who tweeted, lean is a drug? Lean is a drug? That was me. I tweeted that. Don't mix Diet Coke with Mentos. Yes, don't mix Diet Coke with Mentos. You're breathtaking. You're breathtaking. I did not say chest pain is not a problem. I said usually it's not a heart attack. What AFC team? There's no, how would I know? Jamal Adams, 6th overall. in 2017. It's Benny and the New York Jets. Mogged. The Rays won in 7 games against this team in the 2020 ALCS after almost blowing a 3-0 series lead. It's the Houston Astros. Okay, I'm on one today. I'm fucking on one today. This guard, they're asking for a person now. This is hard. Someone who's been in the NBA for about 10 years, presumably if they're still in the NBA. Yeah, I don't know, man. Gordon Hayward. No shot. Who is it? Donovan Mitchell. There was of all the basketball players I know, I would say if it is Donovan Mitchell, there is a 0.75% chance I would have gotten it, which is not high, but it's not zero. The Winds of Winter is an unpublished book by this author. Oh man, what the hell is this? I think it's Jodie Foster's eyes and Bryan Cranston's head. Cranston? That didn't look right. Something's not right about the scale of the face to the head. Honestly, you're not wrong. It has a certain Mark Ruffalo quality to it as well. In 2025, this burger chain with over 500 locations released a limited time French onion soup burger. Look at my culture, man. We're fucked. A French onion soup burger? I don't know, man. It sounds like it could be a Carl's Jr. thing. Carl's Jr. and Artie's. It's good. I'm hearing that it's Shake Shack. So first off, there must have been a $31 burger, but actually Shake Shack is legit. So that I would try it. This Kids WB cartoon followed 2 advanced lab rats. One's a genius, the other one's insane. But the older I get, the harder it is to figure out which one's which, man. Ryan Reynolds earned his first Golden Globe nomination for his lead role in this 2016 film. I bet it's Deadpool 1. I bet he was nominated for Best Actor in a Musical and/or Comedy. A top 5 song on the end of year Hot 100. No one. I believe that's Alicia Keys. No one's singing like Alicia Keys these days. I know that one. That's one of the all-time songs to hear inside of an American grocery store for sure. That was a pretty good Daily Dozen today. Someone said Shake Shack isn't expensive in your chat. Can you get him? Okay. I hate the fast food pricing discourse because people will sit here and tell you that the cheapest quote-unquote restaurant on earth is expensive. It's more expensive. I'm not denying that. But calling the cheapest restaurant on the planet expensive is just something. We can't have a discussion that starts from that point. Shake Shack is expensive for fast food. That's really good fast food, but it's expensive. I think you're baiting. I think you're trolling. I think you're doing a little trolling. Like for 2 adults at Shake Shack to eat, and not the fucked up McDonald's orders where you guys go, McDonald's is so expensive. What's your order? 20 chicken McNuggets, a McDouble with a fillet of fish shoved in the middle, and a large strawberry milkshake and 2 snack-sized McFlurries. Like, yeah, that's why it's expensive, bro. You ordered 9 things. At Shake Shack, you just get I'll take a Shack Burger combo with an iced tea, and then double it because I got my wife here with me. All of a sudden, I'm like, that's $50. You still tipping over there? Yeah, but actually, I entered a fugue state on the bike today, and I've now mind-jacked myself into thinking that tipping is necessary in North America. And you might say -2, but give me a second to tease it apart, okay? And because this might end up being clippable, let's put this up on the screen so people aren't like, why is there a black screen? The top comment, why every time this guy's got a clip, he's spitting fire in front of a black screen? Okay, well, you know what? First objection handled. Why is tipping necessary in North America? Well, 1, I might have Stockholm Syndrome because I live in the culture and I'm thus forced to tip. Otherwise, you could get beaten to death outside of the restaurant. You can also get beaten to death outside of the restaurant if you don't tip enough, which is crazy. And sometimes if you tip enough, they still post the receipt on social media, and then they go get them. And I don't know what's happening now. So they're posting 15% tips on X.com, and then people are saying, get them, guards. But the reason I think that tipping might be necessary in North America is I almost see it as like a systemic guardrail to protect our service staff from the individualistic culture of North America. If we didn't have a lot of social pressure to tip, our culture over here is so fuck you, I got mine, I will cut you off in traffic just to be 6 inches in front of you just because fuck you. Just because that's what we do here. I feel like if we didn't have this, like, if you don't tip, we're going to break your kneecaps outside of the restaurant. I feel like if we didn't have that, people would just be like, well, even when I get good service, I'm not going to tip because I don't have to tip because this is my money. That being said, I know what you're going to say, and I'm going to steel man my own argument by misrepresenting yours slightly. Why don't we just change the system to make it so that, okay, well, are you doing anything to do that, or are you just how much of your time in this domain are you spending arguing that the system could be changed versus actually making an effort to change the system? I'm going to guess that it's about 100 to 0, and as a result, we're kind of both victims but also participants in the tipping culture. So I'm going to keep doing it because I don't want my kneecaps broken, but also because I think that a lot of people are like ontologically evil. And if they didn't think that they would be bullied for not tipping, then they just wouldn't tip. So actually, maybe tipping is good. That's where I've come around to it. And I'll admit that maybe part of it is like a Patty Hearst, Stockholm Syndrome type thing, but that's where we're at. My voice is way bassier than that. Well, I guess I was using, I made my voice deliberately high for that, so you probably got me on that one. Which 60 seconds of that do you want me to clip? I'll just wait for Librarian to do it. They're better, quite frankly. Would you tip if you weren't an internet personality? When I go out to eat, I'm not an internet personality. I'm just a guy. Hope that helps. I don't roll up. Oh, a table for partnered. Do you guys have a special table for partnered Twitch streamers? They don't know who the fuck I am, bro. I hope. Occasionally they'll say something, but it's not common. You should try that sometime. Heat index, wind chill, Beaufort scale, dew point, shit in the weather, meteorological shit. That's not a worthy purple. Fuck you. Not a worthy purple. These are characters from fairy tales, folk tale characters. These are like souvenirs, and the other shit is stuff you use when presenting a slide deck. Is the easiest connections I've seen in my entire life. Not only did we get them all, we got purple first, and then also we got all the categories right. Mentat took a day off. That's fine. Everyone deserves a break. It happens. Easy connections, call that not the Orlando airport. So true. Biggest privilege you get as a streamer in the real world? When I tell people what I do, sometimes they go, that's cool. That's probably the biggest one. Like that's a directly related to being a Twitch streamer. People go, that's cool. And the money? Yeah, but that's not related to being a Twitch partner. A lot of partners they're not really killing it, you know? That's more just because I'm the best. just because I'm doing it like nobody else does it. I'm joking. Even if you have to say it, you have to. No, that's not true. There's 3 or 4 that are doing it as good or a little bit better, but I'm not going to tell you who they are. Which has more monthly searches? It's got to be Frozen. Frozen 2 is way lower than I expected, man. But so is Heath Ledger. Okay. How many ounces in a gallon? This should be searched about 1 billion times a day. No, I don't even care that I got this wrong. Honestly, don't even care that I got this wrong. Soldier Boy versus Flo Rida. Flo Rida is going to have more streams, without a doubt. Stormzy or Soldier Boy? I don't know who Stormzy is. Okay, this is insane. I do know who Stormzy is because he was mentioned in a Defector article 2 days ago. This is crazy, about how we should shame people for selling out again. And I read his name and went, who's Stormzy? He sounds like a Twitch streamer. And now I'm seeing his name again and I'm realizing he must be a rapper. So if he's famous enough to make Defector, I'm going to go with Stormzy on that one. I've been scammed, y'all. I've been scammed on this one. Krampus versus Taxi, the Jimmy Fallon movie. I'm going to say Terminator Moggs Krampus on this one. I'm going to say the Terminator Moggs The Power of the Dog. Shape of Water, I will accept. No, this and La La Land, if you don't like those movies, you're not a real yearner. I don't really care about your opinion on movies unless you can articulate why you don't like those movies in a cogent fashion. Otherwise, you're not a real yearner. 7.3 is pathetic. Musicals are ass. Okay, but let me guess. Number one stream song on Spotify for you is Escape from the City by Sonic the Hedgehog. And to say Dead Man's Chest is not the first Pirates movie, so it stands no chance. Shape of Water, Moggs. Oh my God, look at my culture. Look at my fucking culture. This is sad. The Shape of Water is fucking good, man. Dead Man's Chest is peak. Starting to realize how we got ourselves into this mess to begin with, man. Pirates is more accessible? Yeah, exactly. That's why it's not as good. Also, fuck you, The Shape of Water is accessible. It's just a romantic drama. What do you mean it's inaccessible? It's just a fucking story. It's not like anyone's getting their shit like hacked off in the movie or something. Fuck a fish. Find a giant fish. Fuck his brains out. Turn into a jet. Fly into the sun. Now I'm dead. So that's an average day for you? You turn into a jet and die. What is this? 4 10-ounce packs of espresso? I have no idea. Coffee's up there. Maybe it's $12.90. It looks pretty small. $11.49 mayhaps. $10.99 mayhaps. $10.49. Okay. That's that pylon espresso. Dicking me down, move it right up, down and left Nintendo. I know what you're talking about. What a song, man. He's got a potty mouth. I'm gonna say it's getting Uruguay vibes off this one. 5,000 kilometers. How about Benin? Further away. How about El Salvador? How about Cuba? 1,000 kilometers from Cuba? Antigua and Barbuda? Ah, fuck. Curacao. Nope, that's not even a country. The Wedge Antilles? Wait, aren't the Antilles something? Okay, let me think. Trinidad and Tobago is here. Kind of. Bahamas, Barbados. There's other islands over Bermuda. That's closer to. What do you mean? I mean Germany. I think Bermuda is like up here though. Saint Kitts and Nevis. That's in here somewhere. Yes, yes. That was huge. Sometimes you just got to make some Looney Tunes sounds. Worldla. Interesting. The Cursed Dorito. You look like Switzerland, maybe. You got a certain Swissness to you. You have a very European sort of. Never mind. You might be Senegal? Nah, man. That's not Senegal, bro. This is in South America. This is Bolivia. Oh, fuck. It's in Central America. You like Guatemala? What the fuck? It's an island? Are you Bermuda? Oh, shit. South of Bermuda, and I don't know where Bermuda is. Dominica? I don't even know if that's that. There might not be an island. Oh, oh God! That one stings. That one stings. I'm not gonna lie to you. Well, time to never make that mistake again of playing Worldla. April 20th, 2012. I was back in Canada. What was coming out? I don't know. I was playing Dungeons of Dreadmore. Starring Chris Brown? Huh? Let the mind games begin? The balance of power in four couples' relationships is upset when the women start using the advice in Steve Harvey's book, Act Like a Lady, Talk Like a Man, Live Like a Man, Walk Like a Man, Walk Like a Man? Like a man? Think like a man? Romany, my goat. Made $100 million. People were just going to see whatever back then, man. That's crazy. That's going on the watch list. That I gotta see that. Also, I got a couple of books to read. I didn't know Steve Harvey wrote a bunch of romance advice books. Why is his family feuding so much in that case? Sounds like he's got it all figured out. Zac Efron, drama romance. Ah, shit, man, I have no idea. From the acclaimed best-selling author of The Notebook and Dear John. A Marine travels to Louisiana. Oh, fuck you. The lucky one. I don't know that. I don't know. Why does everyone say 17 again? 17 again came out in like 2009 or some shit like that. It did not come out in 2012. You debase yourselves when you type answers you should know are false. If you know it's false, that doesn't make it a good guess. That makes it the worst possible guess. Is that our High School Musical? Wrong, buddy. It's the lucky one. I didn't. That's Piper. That's Piper, bro. Lionsgate. Okay, this is Hunger Games 1. It made too much money to not be Hunger Games 1 from Lionsgate. It's that simple. Pretty good movie. Pretty birdie. Walt Disney with 10 million starring Tim Allen. I'm going to guess it's not the Santa Claus 3 in April. This is called Wild Hogs. This is called Old Dogs. This is a documentary starring Tim Allen for Oscar. Every Day is an Adventure. A nature documentary centered on a family of chimps living in the Ivory Coast. Through Oscar, a little chimpanzee. You guys seen Chimpanzee? The Tim Allen nature documentary? They picked the right guy, man. Because you know he could have been going, Chimpanzee. Actor 2, none. $5 million budget. 20th Century Fox, 29 million. Sean Hayes. Isn't that the friend from Will and Grace? All pain, no brain. Sean Hayes and Will Sasso. Is this it's the Three Stooges. It is the friend from Will and Grace. That is great, man. That's good stuff right there. What an awful weekend. That's a fucked up weekend at the multiplex. Hunger Games 1 is pretty good, man. That's about it. That's all I'm going to say about that. In its like 5th week? Well, yeah, it's a juggernaut though. Number 1, Think Like a Man. Yeah, and then number 5, a bunch of people from Mad TV, where Miss Swan would say some shit that sounds a little bit like that I don't feel comfortable repeating, to be honest with you, but it was a different time. How many times is Movie to Movie gonna have Wonder, bro? I didn't know shit about Wonder. I've been exposed to Wonder like 30 times this year. Long Legs to Wonder. Okay. There's got to be a Nicolas Cage, Julia Roberts movie or a Nicolas Cage, Owen Wilson movie. Let me think about this for... I have something. Yes, I have something. It's Long Legs. Wait, I lost it. I thought I completely lost it. It was there. It was there, and I had it. And I forgot about Swanky. I forgot about Swanky as well. It was going to be Owen Wilson, Starsky and Hutch, Ben Stiller. Now, why was I going? What was the Nicolas Cage Ben Stiller connection that existed for a brief instant in my head? I wonder if it is Oz Perkins in the movie, or did he just direct it? Not in the movie. Okay, well, it's really, Movie to Movie becomes easier because we know everything is just trying to get to Swanky and then from Swanky. So that's easy enough. So I would probably go, let's keep flipping it so it doesn't count as using our time. We're scamming. Who else is in this? No one I'd know. No one I'd know, to be honest with you. Probably Nicolas Cage. He's not in The Last Witch Hunter, huh? He's what is he in? Season of the Witch? Season of the Witch. Now we're talking. Now we got some A-listers. Claire Foy is in this. No way, man. The Hound? Claire Foy is in this. What else are you in? Women Talking with Frances McDormand, bro! Am I insane? Frances McDormand, Nomadland, Swanky. That was really lucky, but we take those any day of the week. Any day of the week we take those. Let's go Hemingway. I think I've done this a million times. Nicole Kidman. Owen. Okay, wait. Hear me out here. Nicole Kidman. Eyes Wide Shut. Tom Cruise. Where am I going with this? No, I'm going to Tropic Thunder, which is where I wanted to go in the fucking first place. Tropic Thunder doesn't get you to a Wilson, but it takes you to Ben Stiller, Starsky and Hutch, Owen Wilson, Wonder, Time. That's not bad, bro. That's not bad. All things considered, especially with the Season of the Witch play. Kidman, Bewitched, Farrell, Old School, Owen Wilson, Wonder. Okay, where's Swanky? I don't see Swanky in that. Plus, you didn't even do Long Legs, Micah Monroe, The Fifth Wave, Najee Jeter, Wonder. You've been mogged by ChatGPT. They're on any percent. Mickey Mouse Movie to Movie. Ottawa Senators 20 plus goals in a season. I'm going to say Sean McKecker never got there. Give me a second. I'm going to 20 plus goals in a season for the Avalanche. Give me Marek Svatos. Crazy pull. Buffalo Sabres, 20 plus goals in a season. You already know where I'm going with this one. No, I'm thinking of the wrong fella. It's not Marcel Dion. It's Gilbert Perreault. It's Gilbert Perreault. Now we're fucking talking. Now we're fucking talking. Ottawa Senators, 20 plus goals. There's a lot you could pull. Am I really just going to pull Yashin? Obviously, Heatley. I'm trying to think if there's anybody on defense. Vermette might be a pull. Antoine Vermette. Okay. Senators, 5 plus teams played for in their career. Who's bouncing around for the Senators? Probably like Claude Giroux. Ooh, he's only played on 4 teams? Fuck you. Okay, Ottawa Senators, 20 plus wins in their postseason career. That's a crazy ask. I'm going to say Ron Tugnut. I'm going to say Patrick Lalime. 20 plus wins in their postseason career for the Avs. Fuck it, bro. Fuck it. Buffalo Sabres, 20 plus wins. Is there, I don't think it could be anybody but Dominic Hasek, man. I don't know. Is there really anybody else that could be here? Ryan Miller? They didn't, I'm trying to think. I guess they made the playoffs like 06 to like 2010 maybe. Afinogenov? He's not a goalie, bro. Oh, playing for different teams, maybe. Okay. Maxim Afinogenov went crazy in NHL 06. I forgot about Afinogenov. You know what? Any chance he played for 5 plus teams? I can make this happen. Keep going. Colorado Avalanche, 5 plus teams played for in his career. Eric Johnson. I can do this. Wrong. Buffalo Sabres, 5 plus teams played for in his career. Pat LaFontaine. Boom. Ottawa Senators, 5 plus teams played for in his career. Danny Heatley. Okay, there we go. Crazy that Danny Heatley is not British. Can't you? This looks like it's from like a 1993 movie that takes place in England. This looks like it's from Danny Boyle's like independent feature debut. Buffalo Sabres, 5 plus teams played for in his career. Matthew Barnaby. James Marsden. With whatever. I don't know. He looks like James Marsden. That's the joke. Colorado. What about Cristobal? No way. What about David Abisher? Any chance David Abisher played for 5 teams in 8 years? I don't think so, kid. What about Sandis Ozolins? We take those. We take Sandis Ozolins. My Latvian 4th defenseman king. I like Puck Doku. Willem Dafoe, double letter word and title. The Bridges of Madison County. I was 100% sure that had a double letter. Is he even in that? Am I thinking of Mississippi Burning, which definitely has a double letter? How about To Live and Die in LA? Does that really not have a double? Oh, it does have a double letter. The 2 T's. It has double T's. What? It doesn't count like that. They have double letter word. It says double letter word. Give me my point back. Give me my point back. Willem Dafoe. Isn't he an inside? Take that. Double letter word in title. Double letter word in title. Willem Dafoe. Double letter word in the title from Willem Dafoe. Whatever. I'll be back. Title starts, released 1980 to 2010, Julianne Moore. Title start, well, for Julianne Moore, obviously we could play Magnolia, but I think a lot of cinema heads are going to play Magnolia. Well, what about May December's kind of the GOAT, but I think a lot of people won't remember that she's in the golden circle, man. It's higher than I'd like, but they did put her front and center on the poster, I guess. Julianne Moore, double letter word in title. 1980, 2010, give me Children of Men. Okay, there's a lot of movies that start with children of, apparently. And then double letter word in title. Double letter word in the title for Julianne Moore. Blindness. Blindness might be a poll. 1.8%. Uma Thurman. Okay, so they're setting us up for Kill Bill. She's also in Pulp Fiction, and she's also in other stuff that I don't remember. She's in. I get Uma Thurman and Bridget Fonda confused a lot. She's in Batman Forever. So let's drop Batman Forever over here. She's in Batman and Robin. Fuck you, diet soda. Motherfucker. I'll play I'm going to go Kill Bill Volume 2, and then I'm going to drop Kill Bill Volume 1. No, I'm going to drop Pulp Fiction. Oh, fuck you. Pulp Fiction right here. Keep going. Oh, my God. Willem Dafoe, double letter word in title. Is he even in Mississippi Burning, or am I getting them confused with Mississippi? How do you spell Mississippi? Mississippi Burning. Is he in that? He is in that. Okay. I told you May December was going to be up there. I told you. It's kind of crazy. We forgot about Motherless Brooklyn. Numbers shouldn't count? Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of a funny sentence, though, if you think about it. Numbers shouldn't count. That's all they do, bro.
Usher. A noun meaning an officer or servant who has the care of the door of a...
I wonder what it was like to go to movie theaters that had ushers, man.
Gravely. A adjective meaning married...
That shit was not part of my generation, I'll tell you that much.
Bathtub. A noun meaning a usually fixed tub for... Contraction. A noun meaning the...
Nowadays, they only have ushers at sporting events who exist to easily how to find your seat because it has a row that's a letter and then a seat number that's a number, like an integer. And then you try to get to your seat and the usher goes, wait, let me look at your ticket. And then they look at your ticket and then they tell you the wrong directions for how to go to your seat. They go, you're in the wrong section. You got to go out and then go over, and then you look at it and you're like, we're in 117 and the sign says 117, bro. What's he doing?
Shelter. A noun meaning something that covers... Unconscionable. A adjective meaning shockingly unfair or
Kind of a tricky one.
Quadrilateral. A noun meaning a polygon of four... Jasper. A noun meaning...
Don't have to be polite to yins. It seems like your Discord is turning against you on your Blood on the Tracks take, ready to say that Desire is better. Yeti, that's one person. And beyond being one person, it's Spin Boy. All I can say about Spin Boy, first off, their avatar is a picture of me. So we're not dealing with the cream of the crop to start with. No disrespect, Spin Boy, if you're watching, okay? Secondly, they got bullied out of the Peloton subsection of the Discord because they put a bike emoji in their name, but they've never talked about riding a single time. It's just when Misk isn't active, they stroll into Peloton and then think that just by having a bike emoji in the name, that gives them like an all-access pass to type there. But they have never done a ride. They've never done a ride or spoken about their outdoor cycling habit at all. So they every time they post, they keep getting hit with watts per kilogram react. And then they go back to Twitch or Misk.
Mustard. A noun meaning... Sarcophagus. A noun meaning a stone...
Never getting that one wrong.
Pirouetted. A noun meaning a rapid whirling about... Cicerone. A noun meaning a guide who conducts sightseers.
I have no idea how to cicerone. Absolutely no idea.
Commendable. A verb meaning to entrust.
I spelled it like a pasta.
Rugose. A adjective meaning full of wrinkles. Rugosus comes from Latin, derived from ruga meaning wrinkle. Rugose. A adjective meaning
That's crazy.
Ganges. A geographical name.
We've been spelling with the best of them lately, if I may say so myself. This looks fucking funny now, though. It's crazy that Peppa and Macca are both Ronies, though. You know what I mean? My end goal is that my notes app will eventually get so flush with one-liners that I will never have to have an original thought ever again. Someone will say something, it will relate to something that I've written down in the notes app, and I will just pull it, ding! British garage bands be like, music for carports. And I'll never have to think again. I'll never have to think again in my entire life. Maybe I should stop drinking diet sodas. I honestly think you may just be hungry, to be honest with you. If you're like, oh, why am I bad at spelling? Why am I bad at spelling? Are you in a caloric deficit? I don't know how it happened, but like 80% of the adult population is in a caloric deficit 100% of the time, even though they're not losing any weight. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's inhibiting your ability to generate glycogen that your brain can use to banter on stream. You're making a huge mistake. You're making a huge mistake. This is Vancouver posting. I am as God made me, sir. You got me with that one. There's not much I could do about that. It's a plate off. I am, and I've lost 30 pounds. And you're my fact-checking cuz. This is crazy, because I'm here to tell you, I like South Korean food. Banchan is like, there's a huge fucking range of from the lower bound of banchan to the upper bound of banchan. Like kimchi, but although this might be like squid kimchi, still good. The dried gochu, it's all right. The potatoes are top tier. I'm not really fucking with the burdock that much. The spinach, the shichimi, it's okay. I don't know what that is. Maybe a little bit of fish. I'd probably eat it. I'll be honest with you, they don't have a lot of the truly awful ones here. Truly awful banchan, potato salad. Potato salad doesn't make that much sense to me. Bowl of black beans, also not my favorite. -2. You can't -2 me. You're being hoisted by your own petard, okay? Because I lived in South Korea and you didn't. Therefore, my opinions are more valid than yours. Sorry to say. You did it. And now I'm using it against you. He's right. You don't sound sorry? Well, I'm trying to make you. That's bullshit. Because I know you motherfuckers, if you went out with me to Sura, you wouldn't even touch half of the fucking banchan. You would eat one of the burdocks and go, wow, that's really good. And then next thing I would turn, and then I would turn back. The burdock would be full and all the potatoes would be gone. And you'd be saying some shit like, wow, it's really unique. We don't have food like that here. You disingenuous motherfucker. Can we get some more kimchi, please? Oh, do you want some more burdock while you're at it? No, that's just the kimchi, please. Just the kimchi. I can't with this. I don't really care if I'm wrong. It's that simple. Fried brain sandwich. I'll take the other one. I'm going to go meat on stick. I'm going to go deep fried whatever this is. You don't even have to think about it. I'm going to go cured meat. I'm way off today, man. I'm way off. I'll go spring rolls. I don't think the average spring roll should not be at 92%, but maybe they're not sending their average. This looks better. I'm not looking at descriptions. This looks better. Wrong. You're wrong for this one. It's Kassespatzel by a mile. The hell are doubles, man? Soak chickpeas overnight. It's like a big, it's like a papadam with chutney on it. I gotta believe that this probably wins, even though I think I would rather eat that. I got my ass beat today. Milkfish, coconut, candle nuts, lemongrass, galangal, milkfish. Is this from the fine nation of Indonesia? What can I say? You already know. You already know it's Indonesia. Is it food guesser? Yes, it's Indonesia. Brother, this is Italian wedding soup. That's Italian wedding soup. This might be authentic Italian wedding soup. From Italy? Maybe? Minestra maritata. Can somebody, is that Italian for wedding soup? Yes. Look at that. Yeah, I'd yum it. I used to eat Campbell's Italian wedding soup maybe like twice a week. Popular street food. People love eggs. It's like a rusk. No, topped with parsley, cheese, or ham. This looks like it's from Brazil. Brazil is doing cheese bread like this. Nah, man. That's stupid. Street food, so even though it's north of Brazil, it's definitely not going to be North America. Well, it's not going to be Canada or the US. Maybe it's Mexico. It's fucking Korea, bro. Garampong, that's egg bread. Can I say something? I think they fucking sold a little bit by saying when we were in Brazil, there was an arrow that pointed straight north. Dude's never gotten doubles at Sally's Roadie Shop on Wellington Street. Listen, you Kingston neophyte. I lived there before Sally's Roadie Shop was even there next to the Silver Walk. People, I thought you lived in Kingston. Don't you fuck with Sally's Roadie Shop? That shit came after I left, bro. I was eating at Silver Walk. I was eating at Walk-In. They didn't have another option on Wellington Street just past Princess. It rules, though. If it rules so much, why don't they open one half a block away from my new house instead of my old house? If it's that good, they should fucking open one right here. Maybe like within sight range of me right now. Fastest way from Brazil to South Korea is over the Arctic Circle. That's fucked. Also, is that true? The globe is fucked up. I gotta think about that. It still feels like, just visualizing the globe in my head, it feels like you would just fly to the northwest. Pacific Ocean is big as fuck. Yeah, but you have to kind of fly over like literally 1.25 entire hemispheres to get to the Arctic Circle from Brazil. I got to think about that. Oh, because the Earth is spinning too. Yeah, that's a good point, man. That's a good point, because the Earth is spinning. It must have sucked back when planes were slower, right? Because, like, you could probably fly in one direction. I don't know which way the prevailing winds go, but, like, you wouldn't be able to fly in the other direction, right? Because the Earth would just, you'd be in the air for 8 hours, then you'd land, and you'd be like, what the fuck? We're at the same airport. Are planes too slow to fly faster than the speed at which the Earth spins? It sucked ass. Yeah, I could believe that, man. Luckily, we don't have to worry about that. Why can't we just jump? That's so true. I feel like if you could jump 100, or you don't even have to jump, but like David Blaine could have proved it when he was levitating for real. David Blaine, that's the reason I knew that shit was fake. Because if he was really levitating, the Earth would have spun underneath him. And then he would have been like, what do you think of my trick? And I would have been like, can you speak up? You're 8 miles away from me, David Blaine. David Blaine, you've moved 8 miles in the time it took for you to ask me if this was my card. He didn't get it, man. He's a fraud. Randall time. Well, that's really bad. That actually looks pretty good, even though the sauce is a little weird. I bet that's good as fuck. All right, this is just the guess. This is just the vote. Oh, shit. Onion sandwich with 5 pints? 5 pints is kind of crazy. This is, I already know this is the Lionel Messi pizza because the Messi pizza had like just tomatoes all over it. So I'm, oh, 5 pints, man. This is the burned baguette. I know that one. And this, we'll go with mushy peas on that one. All right, that also looked pretty bad, but we made it. This is never going to work. That stands, oh my God, that's so much worse. A pretty decent looking picture of a hot dog versus who even knows what that is. That hot dog wasn't that bad, man. I am not included. This is, okay, cup of mushy peas. They're never going to go for French fries with 1 slice of unmelted American cheese. No matter what this is, we got to give it a try. Oh my God. Okay. I need a second. The pea dog is fucking vile, man. Artist's impression. With a burger and 2 drinks. I was told there would be 2 drinks. Versus the flavor of New York. Things are not what they seem. That's interesting. Can I say something? I feel like Harrogate Town, I don't know it. Maybe they're playing in the championship or something. This could be fucking vile because there's like no oversight. At a Mets game, they've at least, like, it's going to be safe to eat, I think. Because the Mets are such a big, business. At the very least, this should be edible. Okay, that's really bad. It said, yes, it turned out to be just a bun. Freaking mint. Blue raspberry prime or the 45-cent ice cream sandwich. I think the ice cream sandwich on that one. Fries and olives, I don't feel like it can win unless this is truly vile. It's pretty bad, but chips and black olives from a can loses. I was going to say, from the Netherlands? I'm assuming this is going to be fish. Obviously, but it's not going to be like a deep fried fish fillet. This is going to be like a whole fish with the skin on, which people have an aversion to. That being said, what is this? I gotta try the fish. The fish fucking wins. Also, that fish looks fucking good, you fuckers. The fish looks fucking good. Spinny Boy asked, do you hate me? I don't hate you, Spinny Boy. I just hated that Yeti said the Discord is turning on Blood on the Tracks in favor of Desire just because you said Blood on the Tracks is not as good as Desire. But you didn't even say that, which is also Yeti wouldn't know because they've been permitted from the Discord. That was the mod's decision, not mine, just for the record. All Spinny Boy said was NL hasn't properly articulated why Blood on the Tracks is better than Desire. That doesn't mean that they think that Blood on the Tracks is worse than Desire. It just they're nut checking my argument. They're not nut checking the works of Bob Dylan. I feel like people might fuck with this. I don't know, man. Nah, it's gonna be red onion sandwich. Blonde on blonde clears. See, now we can have a fucking conversation. Because that's, at least we're in the right domain now. I prefer Blood on the Tracks, but blonde on blonde is in the conversation. My favorite's freewheeling. You'll get it one day. Pigfish was the meaning of the old French word that became what sea creature that isn't a fish? Ham poisson? Poisson became what's pigfish? I don't know, man. How would I know? This is an insane question. Pigfish. Dolphin. Dolphin maybe is kind of like a pig. Besides whales, dolphins also... Porpoise makes sense! A porpoise makes so much sense! Like porcine, poisson. Oh. And then I said dolphin like a fucking idiot, bro. Phil Lord put out the Lego movie. I just typed Lego, whatever. Taken from some nearby falls, St. Anthony was the original name of what big American city? Taken from some nearby falls? St. Anthony. Maybe it's New York City? Nope. Cargill. Okay, so it's Minneapolis. And I originally I was thinking that, but the question got me thinking that maybe I was playing too hard into the waterfall thing. We don't have falls nearby? Yeah, Niagara Falls is in New York. Come on, bro. Not New York City, bro. Yeah, well, I'm not going to say Buffalo. They said big city, not like two sports teams and a hot sauce in a trench coat. So hopefully you can at least understand the methodology for my fucking guess at that point. Now that I've insulted the proud people of Buffalo, New York. It's the second biggest city in New York. Okay. Well, how many people does it have versus the biggest city in New York? So like no disrespect, you're trying to tell me like the second biggest city in Nebraska. I wouldn't know, man. Lincoln, I'm assuming, but Warren Buffett ain't fucking with you. Both meaning oily bread, fettunta and panunta are basic versions of what globally beloved Italian dish? Focaccia. Lasagna? Bruschetta. Oh, bruschetta. Should have known, man. A vaudeville entertainer named Harry is the apparent namesake inventor of what ballroom dance? I guess the Charleston isn't a ballroom dance, huh? Harry Tango? Tango is in the latter half of the NATO alphabet. What other dance is in the front half? Probably not waltz, huh? Foxtrot! Thank you, Wilco! Thank you, Wilco! Literally, in my head, I said, if it's not from the fucking Wilco album, I don't stand a chance. And it fucking was. Summer Teeth, are you here? Nah, probably at work. Named after a 1995 Wilco album. They're doing something right now. It's a weekday. Summer Teeth is better? I don't know if I go that far, but I'm willing to entertain it. I've been bumping a little Summer Teeth. What can I say? I'm always in love. Disorderly. Sort these PepsiCo brand drinks by their release date, starting with the most recent. Well, I feel like there's some simple ones here. Pepsi Peeps, I really feel like is the most recent. Baja Blast will be. Mountain Dew might be the oldest. Because they were drinking this shit in Minari. And I feel like Gatorade is from like the 80s. It's like 70s, 80s. I'm going to say Brisk predates the Baja Blast, then it's Wild Cherry and Peeps. Okay, now this, in that case, do that. Brisk is too 1990s coded to not be, like it can't be here. There's no doubt about that. That's a given. And you know what? Cherry baby. Mountain Dew's from the fucking 1940s. Holy shit, bro. They were drinking this shit in the Pacific Theater? That's crazy. Them boys were hopped up. Anyway, what I was going to say is if this wasn't the 80s, they would just call it Cherry Pepsi. They wouldn't call it Wild Cherry. Wild is a 1980s word. I should have known. That was disorderly. Now we're on Juxtastat. Think Churchill did the do? Do the D-E-W. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you were my wife, my lady, I would drink it. That was the shit Winston Churchill would say about Mountain Dew. Your Majesty, if you were my husband, I'd poison your dew. Which has a higher percentage of people who are gay and cohabitating with a partner or spouse? Well, I think we'd feel comfortable saying that obviously Norfolk is notorious for single gays. But the gay couples who have settled down and now cohabitate are probably in Salisbury. I have no idea. Where we got more STEM degrees, man? Oakland County, Michigan, just outside of Detroit, or Naugatuck Valley Planning Region in Connecticut. This has heavy author vibes, so I'm going Oakland County. Which has a higher percentage of hot days. Cameroon or the Lanzhou Urban Center in China. No disrespect to my newfound Chinese audience. I think I got to go with Cameroon on this one because it's like on the equator. Which has a higher percentage of people who commute by walking. Damn. I don't know. This seems hard. I have no idea. I don't even know what I would use to come up with an idea. Let's say Wichita Falls. I based it on fucking nothing. More expensive rents? Bakersfield or Richmond? Just outside of Richmond, I should say, in Virginia. But still, I mean, that's like half the state, I guess. I just got to default to California. Damn, he might be the GOAT. He might be the best to ever do it. The thing is that I always struggle with the commute by walking thing because I can't figure out, and I apologize because this is why we removed Krungo. I can't figure out whether the heuristic is more affluent equals more walk commutes or less affluent equals less walk commutes. Because you can see an argument for both. More affluent means you have more control over where you live. So you can live closer to your work and possibly walk. But less affluent, you might be walking because you can't afford a car or even like a bus ticket, or maybe there's no public transit. So I have no idea. What. One thing's for sure. If you're in the middle, you're probably driving. But the other ends of the horseshoe, you're right. The other ends of the horseshoe have a greater chance to walk, I think. It's interesting. Calling out in transit rate. That's what I've been adding some REM to the Peloton playlist, and I think I got you to blame, REM poster, or you to thank, I should say. Just saw a YouTube short. Why don't you like LA? Well, first, you've been conscripted as a soldier in the culture war, radicalized via YouTube shorts, I'm afraid. I have nothing against the fine people of Los Angeles. All I would say is Los Angeles as a tourist is annoying because it's one of the American cities where as soon as you land, A, if you land in LAX, the airport sucks. B, you're like, this is a major West Coast city. I'll just take public transit. And then everybody you talk to goes, oh, you rented a car, right? And you go, no, I'm in a city with 8 or 10 million people. I'll just take the train or the bus. And they go, oh, you can't do that here. This is the one place where you can't do that. And then whenever you ask anybody for a recommendation, you go, hey, I'm hoping to have like some good Japanese food tonight. Where should I go? And you're in downtown. So you expect that they're going to say, there's a place a block and a half away that's got a Michelin star. But instead they're like, oh, you should check out this place. And then you go, where is it? And they go, it's a 45-minute drive south of Los Angeles. So that's the kind of shit that pisses me off. I think living there might be a little different because you get used to it. But as a tourist, it's like, it's crazy to land basically in the middle of a major city, like the second biggest city in the United States, and then be like, oh yeah, there's nothing here. It's wild. What sucks more, LA or New York? LA, bro. New York is awesome. New York is sick. They have great public transit, all this shit. If you were in New York, people wouldn't be like, oh, go take an Uber an hour and a half out of New York to go to a restaurant. People are, well, listen, I'm not going to say they're not as superficial because I don't know if that's true. But they're doing shit. They're walking around doing shit. They got suits on. They're holding briefcases. They're going, hey, kid, hey, hold that car. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. Like there's stuff going on there. As if LA doesn't have superficial? No, you read me wrong twice. I'm saying I think LA is more superficial. Which makes sense because I feel like everybody's trying to be like an actor or like an influencer or whatever, right? But like I would forgive it because my city's got those problems too. If they just had like a good bus and train system because you fucking like 10 million people live there. It's crazy. It seems insane, man. Please add rage bait. Okay, let me take a look. Let me take a look. I'm not gonna add it, but I understand the use case. I appreciate it. But I don't think I would. I don't think I would add it myself. That one, I had to run a tight ship here. Okay. Tokyo has 40 million. Who the fuck was talking about Tokyo? Tokyo rules too, man. Sometimes you'll be in Tokyo and you'll be like, where should I go to eat? And someone will recommend something and you'll be like, oh my God, it's 8 kilometers away. Is that okay? And they're like, yeah, dumbass. Hop on the train. You'll be there in like a minute and a half. Obviously, Tokyo mogs in that aspect. Tokyo's sick, man. They do stop at midnight. You're not wrong. It was a good try, VIP. I'll defend to the death your right to keep suggesting emotes. If we add 1 in 10, I would say that's a bonus for us. History of Dedham, Massachusetts. Landforms. What the fuck is the river in Boston, man? Ah, shit. What's the river in Boston called? I should know that. I should know this one and I don't, so I'm just going to say that it's the Potomac. The Charles! Oh, Clementine Krushenski! Clementine Krushenski! I should have known, man! I should have fucking known! Sorry, I'm chilling. Meet me in Montauk type shit. Yeah. Go ahead, type it. Montauk's actually in New York. Yeah, I know, buddy. They're all close together because your country's so small. Anyway, phases of matter, magnetic levitation, spintronics. Don't they make yo-yos? 1911 in science, exotic matter, phase. Is it plasma? A superconductor. Whatever happened to that one that they? Remember they invented the levitating rock? LV466. What happened to that, man? Not reproducible? God, I hope that happens in the diet soda study, man. I've seen what you've done for others and I want it for myself. Broadway musical set in Argentina. That's Evita, bro. 19th century British economists. Are you Adam Smith? If English art critics, children's writers, environmentalists. I don't think Adam Smith was a British anti-capitalist, now that I think about it. I have absolutely no idea. It's John Ruskin. That's so much aura, bro. You put your hand in your lapel like that. That's fucking sick. You should try it. I don't have those kind of lapels, bro. I gotta get a P coat or something. New media, nonfiction genres, diaries, 1990s neologisms. I feel like this is a blog. That's what I think of when I think of blogs right there. 20th century Japanese novels about geisha. Memoirs of a geisha. Sorry, y'all. It's really the only one I know. 20th century presidents of Russia. Died in 1970. Okay, died in 1970. Leaders ousted by a coup. You're fucking Malenkov, maybe. Let me think. Ousted by a coup. Kerensky. I don't know shit, bro. I might be stupid as fuck. Same? I might as well drink the diet sodas, man. at this point. Nobody knows him? No, I'm locking in 1 second. I can see the image in my head of the American woman scientist, computer programmer. It's her standing next to a stack of papers that are taller than her, and it's like her name standing next to the code that they use to land the lunar module on the moon. But I don't know what her name is. Margaret Hamilton. Hey, Lin-Manuel Miranda, when are you going to make another Hamilton musical, Hamilton 2, about a computer programmer who's a woman who raps? Then I'd remember some shit about that. 20th century American male writers. I'm in hell, bro. Modernist writers, Pulitzer Prize for poetry, sports poets who died in 1963. William Carlos Williams, man. It just pisses me off more when someone in chat types the right answer. How do you know this and I don't know this? I should know this. You know this, I should know this. Initialisms, mathematical proofs. QED. I'm going to type it before you type it. Results, we got 3 today. It's a tough ass catfishing today, man. We should have gotten the Charles. That's the one that really flicks me. Because I've seen Eternal Sunshine 9 times. You should have gotten WCW. No. I was always more of a Parker Bond III type of guy. This is a great angle, man. That's like a 184. It's a 182? I've always wanted to. This is like John Carpenter using his phone a friend to call his dad and say, hey, Dad, just so you know, I'm about to be a millionaire. 360. Oh, I'm freezing. 183, Regis. 183, ride or die. How do you remember his name? Because his name is John Carpenter. Even as like a 12-year-old, I was like, damn, his name is John Carpenter. I'm never going to forget that. And here I am 3 times later. He directed The Thing. Yeah, exactly. John Carpenter did The Thing. Angela Bassett, my woman king. No, Viola Davis, my woman king. She really thought she was Madonna making Vogue. I would not turn on carrot browsing. You think I'm a rabbit? No shot. I'm not a rabbit. All right, I really thought that was going to be a more elegant shot. I'm going to pull it back just half a ball length and then roll it right over the top. We're rolling the cat's ball back and forth across the table. I said, hang on, if we're going to play this game, we need some rules. Huge fucking bounce. My point. It's a 21st century table game built for the high-octane lifestyle. Object of the game is to get the ball past your opponent utilizing your forearms and or hands. Oh, and or mentioned. I'll do it so you don't have to. So good. Wanted to send Bullet Ball to the fam, but they'd think it was too mean. Yeah, people are too soft these days, honestly. I think we can make that. Oh, that was pretty good, man. I've kind of been insane at kind of hard golf lately. We were top 4, top 11. Happy learned to putt. Stealing my line, eh? What does he say? Anyone else subject to all those? Like every streaming service with ads, I bought Sportsnet Plus to watch sports, and then all the ads are trying to get me to buy Sportsnet Plus. Stealing my line, eh? This is a very Canadian bit. I apologize. Tapping the app, eh, Osmac? Fuck. Yeah, I'm watching baseball. Baseball's kind of aura, man. Did Horvat scoring yesterday hurt? No, bro. You're an Islanders fan. I'm a Canucks fan. We're both ass. We should be like uniting to hate on teams that are good. I'm happy for Bo, to be honest. I don't really care. I don't think about the Islanders at all, except when Bamba mentions them. Something's fucky about this, man. Seizes 1 million pounds? Something's fucky about this. So the one of the definition and the fodder are going to be like the same thing. Million is probably the fodder. Something about that is fucking with me. And then I'm assuming seizes is the indicator. The clue has no indicators. You'll need to reorder the fodder into how it might be more naturally read. And the fodder is 1 million pounds. We'll need to use substitutes for all of these to construct our answer. And the definition is seizes. What's the Roman numeral for a million? Somebody tell me what the Roman numeral is for million. M is 1,000, right? There is none? What the fuck would they do if they had to write a million in Roman numerals? Write 1,000 M's? It's an M with an overbar. I don't think that's going to be part of the solution. Thank you for the answer. That's the answer I was looking for. I didn't realize I was asking the wrong question. Okay. 1 million pounds. Pounds. So this is going to be pounds. 1 million. 1 million pounds. Oh my God. It's the opposite. The 1 is turned into a Roman numeral, which is I. And then this is just an M. It's in pounds. Roman numeral shit, Liam. The Roman numeral shit is pissing me off. I was just getting a handle on the indicators and the fodder and the definition, and now we hit one where there's no indicator. This was one of my favorites. Fuck you, Mensa ass. Treasurer of the local chapter of Mensa, smart motherfucker you. I'm like a little bit smarter than the average individual out there, but that's not saying much. Mostly I just like have a great memory for media and pop culture and then a high verbal fluency, which makes me appear smarter than I actually am. And then I'm going brain cell for brain cell in minute cryptic against people that actually know what the fuck they're doing, and I'm getting the doors blown off of me. Horse girls everywhere are quaking. I don't know what this could be, to be honest with you. Give me the 3-star and a heart. So this is where all the share if you don't want to die tonight Facebook posts come from. Can I get another? If it was me, I probably would have logged it. Oh, this is the ring, bro. Fuck you. Give me my point back. I typed the ring, and the number one thing in the search was the Lord of the Rings, and the ring was number 6 or something. Can I say something, by the way? Andrew, no disrespect. Silence Gen Z, a millennial is speaking. This predated the ring, like by a lot, and it predated Facebook by a lot, as did the movie The Ring. Okay? You used to get emails on Hotmail that were like, share if you don't want to die. And then before that, every once in a while, legitimately, you would get a letter in the mail. A fucked up aunt in your family would send you like a chain letter that was like, sorry, I just don't want this evil on me. You would open a letter that was like, good things will befall you if you send this to like 11 people that you know. I'm serious, man. In the mail? Yeah, this is why the postal service used to be solvent, bro. People were spending like, I don't know, $3 or $4 to send 11 letters in the mail. They were probably like chiseling this shit into stone tablets and giving it to people. Bring back physical media. I remember we got one when I was like maybe 6 or 7 and I was freaked out. And then my mom was like, don't worry about it. It doesn't mean anything. I was like, okay. Turns out moms were right on that one. Moms were right on that one.